EA Sports coverage of the National Football League finds us in the magnificent city of Atlanta. Used to be the terminus of the Western and Atlantic Railroad here. That's why they still sound the train horn inside Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Carolina Panthers and the Atlanta Falcons. Mike Tirico, along with my partner Greg Olson. It is the rookie Ryan Fitzgerald who gets this started. Off we go from Mercedes-Benz Stadium. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Well, Falcons come out there led by Michael Penix, the second-year quarterback out of Washington. Greg taking over late last year and winning the job as the Atlanta starting quarterback.
And in year two, it's really where we see the growth between being a rookie starting quarterback in the NFL and now a quote-unquote veteran quarterback in the NFL. And some of those early lessons that he went through, the ups and downs that are inevitable for any young rookie quarterback, now it's can he build on those? Can he take that next step and become the leader of this organization that they all think he can be?
They'll go again with Robinson. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. A pickup of 12 yards. It's good for a Falcon first down.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
On first down, right back to Robinson. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
They'll try to set up a tight end screen with Pitts. And it looks like he's going to come up just short of the first down. Out of bounds, a yard shy of what they needed. So they'll have to pick it up on third down.
Brings up third and
not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
It's the quarterback with the sneak. Trying to find any CD Penning, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's fourth down.
Falcons, first down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. Mooney in motion. He's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
He's across midfield to the 49-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's second down. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. That's caught right side. It's London. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
London. That's a gain of 5. Brings up third and 3.
Play 8 of the opening drive coming up. And now they face third down. From the gun, it's Penix. And on third down, that ball incomplete.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a third and very reasonable. Incomplete on that third down try. Now brings up fourth and short.
Bradley
So on
Pinion
4th
in
down,
punt
the Falcons
formation.
bring on Bradley Pinion to punt. Trevor Etienne is back deep for Carolina. This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. So the Panthers led out by their quarterback, Bryce Young. Shaky rookie year, but the back end of his second year, Greg, very effective for the man who was the #1 overall pick out of Alabama in 2023.
When he was taken as the first overall pick in the draft a couple years ago, Mike, certainly was not because of his physical stature. It was because of his mind. It was because of his processing ability. It was because of all the intangibles that they believed they saw in his days coming out of Alabama. Now, he's gotten some experience under his belt from a rookie year that had its ups and downs. He has all the talent in the world. Now he's got to go out and just capture it and make it happen.
Leggett in motion. On 1st and 10, here's Young. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we'll see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the gun, it's Young. He'll find his tight end, Tommy Tremble. And that's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that 1st down.
After that 1st down sack, I think we both kind of looked at each other and said, all right, well, there goes this drive. But a really nice job there in the passing game on 2nd down. That big chunk brings them from 2nd and long to now at least 3rd and manageable.
From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Young. He's got the 1st down and more than that. And he will score. Xavier Leggett, touchdown, Panthers. A terrific job all the way around, especially after the catch, Greg, to take it to the end zone for a touchdown.
I'm just so impressed by the acceleration of this receiver, Mike. He catches what is a short pass, and he's able to turn it up the field and take it all the way for 6. That is an impressive play, run after catch.
Ryan Fitzgerald now to add the extra point. He knocks it through, and the Panthers will take a 7-0 lead.
7, Falcons nothing.
Following the touchdown, it is Fitzgerald to send this one away. Jamal Agnew now to return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Falcons offense ready to see the football for the 2nd time.
At their own 27-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
He's brought down at the 31. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
It is 2nd and 6. Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it. A gain there of 15. 1st down, Atlanta.
A gain of 15 yards. That's good for a Falcons 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Mike, I think every offense would love to be able to call designed runs for their quarterback, but it's so dependent of who that quarterback is. And for this team, to be able to have that guy behind center, it just adds a different element to what they can do on offense.
They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down.
That's another Falcons, first down.
Previous play is under review.
At issue, was he able to stay in bounds? The NFL rules, you're looking for either 2 feet or a body part that is not a hand to be down with possession of the ball. No bobbling, the ball not moving around. He has control, so that's what the referee is looking at here. So the challenge is unsuccessful, and he's going to have to be careful here because he has just one challenge for the remainder of the game. And here's Bijan. There he goes, inside the 30. And he will score! Bijan Robinson, touchdown Falcons. Big play out of the running game as the back accelerates all the way to the house for the rushing touchdown.
And Mike, when we talk about burst, that's what we're talking about, and they told us all week, be ready for this guy. He's got something special to him, and that long touchdown there is exactly what they're talking about.
Now the try for an extra point.
For the extra point.
The kick is good. And the Falcons will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. Here comes a return from the 5. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Panthers offense are not ready to get going on their second possession. They'll go play action with Young. Now he'll air one out. That's caught! And he's down inside the 40-yard line. A big play to kick off this drive. 38 yards.
First down, Carolina.
The defense is just going to have to find a way, Mike, frankly, to just make this more challenging from the time the quarterback has in the pocket to the amount of separation the receiver has downfield. At this level, that is just too easy. They've got to tighten up both their coverage and find a way to get some pressure on the quarterback. Because if they don't do either, expect a lot more big chunk plays like we just saw there. Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches. Young hands it to Hubbard. With good blocking leading the way, he's got the first down inside the 25.
A gain of 7. First down, Panthers.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
On first down, it's right back to Hubbard. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 19-yard line.
Tremble comes in motion. Another run here with Hubbard. And the Panthers are going to have a first and goal. Some good running there. Gets them down to about the 2-yard line.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
A huge advantage to red zone offense is the ability to run the ball. In this case, I thought he was going to score. He takes it all the way down inside the 2, sets up first and goal.
Hubbard. This defense backed up, but they bring the fire there. Stop him before he can get past the 3-yard line.
It's a loss of 1.
A
brings
loss
up
was
second
definitely
and
not
goal
something they had
at the
accounted or
3-yard
budgeted
line.
for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits. What do you feel comfortable dialing up here on second and goal?
On second down, Young. That's taken in, and it's Rico Dowdle. And he's going to go backward, taken down at the 6.
Back at the 6-yard line.
A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. Pair of 7s on the scoreboard. Greg and I back in Atlanta after this. Panthers football to begin this second quarter. So the last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal as we are ready to get back underway. He's got his man, middle of the end zone. Tommy Tremble. Touchdown, Carolina. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
On now is Fitzgerald for the PAT. The kick is good. Panthers will move out to a 14-7 lead.
Falcons 7.
Following the touchdown, it is Fitzgerald to send this one away. Carter on the return. And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start. Here's Bijan Robinson, and the Falcon offense set for their next drive. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a 1st down.
And the Falcons first down.
What we're seeing here in this first half, Mike, is an example of the offensive line, the running back, and the play caller all on the same page. The execution and the ability to continue to pick up chunk plays on the ground has been a great start for this offense.
London brought in motion. Plant. It's Penix. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
When you can bring cornerbacks on pressure, man, that changes everything for the defensive play caller. Offenses spend all week worrying about linebackers, defensive linemen. How are they going to protect the quarterback? But when you can time up a secondary pressure like this, man, oftentimes there's no answer for it.
So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. From the gun, here is Penix. That's caught left side by Pitts. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down.
Falcons. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So the athleticism of this tight end is pretty well documented, Mike. I mean, he can pick up yards after the catch. It's just such a rare trait for tight ends. So it's the size, it's the speed, it's the matchup problem. I mean, we got a glimpse of all of it right here.
For the left side, he gets that to Mooney. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route, But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
On the option, here's Robinson. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Give them 14 on that one. It's good for a Falcon first down.
This offensive line continues to be very physical at the point of attack. They've been able to give their backs plenty of room to run. That's why they've already eclipsed the century mark here in the opening half.
We're going to go play action with Penix. That's caught. It's high. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 27-yard line.
Here's Penix. A throw on the move is caught.
This quarterback has a reputation for being one of the faster quarterbacks in the league, but what I loved here is, yes, he used his legs, but he remained a passer for as long as he could, and leads to a nice pickup.
We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. They'll run it here with Robinson. Drawing some oohs and ahs from the crowd, juking his way forward for a gain of a couple.
DJ Rollum on the tackle. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 19-yard line.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. To throw is Penix. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And 8 yards.
Anytime you see a receiver at this level miss a ball that easy, it's just concentration. They just take it for granted. All of a sudden, they're thinking about what their next move is or what they're going to do after the catch. And instead of just focusing on first things first, secure the...
Oh, in trouble, and down he goes!
With the right personnel, the safety position is like the ultimate chess piece, right? You can put him in center field to play pass. You can bring him up and make him a pseudo linebacker, but you also can bring him on pressure, Mike, and that's what this guy does so well. The timing and the speed, he got there in a hurry.
Are you kidding me? I swear I'm leaving the city if y'all don't score. Why does this have to happen? Why does this have to happen?
So on now is John Parker Romo to try the field goal. This will be a 41-yard attempt. Romo's kick is good. And the Falcons are back within 4 at 14-10. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line.
39-yard line.
The Panthers offense and their back Chuba Hubbard set to come back on the field from the 39. Here's a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Young. He's got his man. That's Hunter Renfrow. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up 2nd and
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
On play action, Young. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. 18 yards on the connection. It's good for a Panther first down.
I love this call, Mike. Defense is thinking run here. It's 2nd and short, so they go with play action. Leads to an easy 1st down. Really well done.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. A give up the middle, it's Hubbard. He'll take this ahead. It's a pickup of 3. Xavier Watts there to bring him down.
At the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 6. Now Young. A dive and a catch. Incredible. Second time they've hooked up on this drive. This one good for 12 and a first down.
And that's what you call being fearless, going over the middle. That's not everybody's cup of tea in this league, Mike. Some guys love to operate outside the numbers, and some guys understand their role is in the middle of the field, and not only to make that catch.
He's got his big tight end, Tommy Tremble. Touchdown, Panthers. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
Fitzgerald now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Panthers are out to a 21-10 lead.
21. Falcons 10.
Following the touchdown, it is Fitzgerald to send this one away. Agnew on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Here comes the Atlanta offense now. They get set to take over once more. On 1st and 10, it's Peck under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. Kershawn Wharton in there for the sack, worked his way through. It's a loss of 5.
What a first half for this pass rush, huh, Mike? I mean, they have just completely dominated this game. They are in complete control, and you have to imagine this offensive line, there's got to be some adjustments up front. They just cannot allow their quarterback to continue to be hit like this.
On the ground, it's Robinson. To the 45. Bijan Robinson. And they won't catch him. He'll go all the way. 78 yards. Touchdown, Atlanta. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. And that back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
Point after, coming up here.
Lining up for the extra point.
His kick is good. And the Falcons are back within 4. It's 21-17.
Falcons 17.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Panthers offense and Bryce Young set for their next possession. In motion comes the tight end, Evans. This drive begins with a run by Hubbard.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. Greg and I back to Atlanta in a moment. A second down throw for Young. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
The threat of making a poor decision and throwing a pick is always in the back of your mind, and while you can't play scared, you do have to play smart. If you can't find an open target, throw the ball away, live for the next down.
They come to the line needing 11 here on third down. On the give, it's Hubbard. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. Now a timeout, Atlanta. That's their first, as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down is looming. Hunting time for the Panthers, set to kick this one away. The Falcons are going to send Jamal Agnew deep to return. And the receiver with a fair catch, taken successfully. And that's where he'll turn it over to the offense. Here's Bijan Robinson and the Falcon offense set for their next drive. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him. And your offensive line has had big opening after big opening and big numbers in this first half. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 40-yard line. That one good for a dozen. And a very quick first down.
That's good for a Falcon.
Mike, this is an impressive run, especially considering the fact it was zone coverage. That's a lot of defenders with eyeballs in the backfield focused on the quarterback. So to be able to escape the pocket and pick up good yardage, really good play.
And the lefty Penix on first down. Open man, he's got Agnew. 11 yards on the pass there. First down, Atlanta.
That's good for a Falcon.
It takes a certain guy in that slot position to be willing and able to go across the middle of the defense on those in-breaking routes. You can tell this guy, he doesn't care. He is fearless going across the middle, and he's able to secure a nice catch.
They're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield.
A loss of 4 brings up
Derek
second
Brown.
and 14.
He gets through to drop him,
line.
and it's a loss of 4.
This is the epitome of team defense. Not only are you able to rush the passer and put relentless pressure on him play after play, but the coverage on the back end is so tight. There's just nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball. You see him just continue to hold the ball that extra second in the pocket. And with the way these guys are pass rushing, that's all the time they need.
And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
Another Falcons. First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Back to throw. Here's Penix. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
Mike, this isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line, and if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway.
Now Penix to throw on second down. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down. Now the Falcons will use their third final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in the opening half. It is 3rd and 10. We'll go play action now with Penix.
A loss of 9 brings up 4th down.
Halftime coming up. We'll get you down to Scott Hanson and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hanson and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thanks. No rest at the break for a couple of, I'm sure, weary defensive coordinators trying to figure out how to stop these offenses here in the second half. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field.
At their own
Panthers offense and their back, Chuba Hubbard, set to come back on the field. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Get this drive started on the ground. It's Hubbard. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 25, here's 2nd down and 7. Off the play fake. Here's Young. A throw there. Caught by Leggett. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
A gain of 9.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. There's a short one caught by Sanders. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 38-yard line.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 7. From the gun, it's Young. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. David Onyemata in there for a loss of 5 on the sack. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, you talk about playing complementary team defense, Mike. Well, that is it in a nutshell. The coverage, do your job. Take away the easy pass lanes. Make the quarterback hold the ball for an extra count. That's all they needed to get that pass rush home, and it results in a sack.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. To throw is Young. He's going to air this one out. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends it up being a waste of down.
On now is the punt team for the Panthers, as he's on to punt for the 2nd straight drive. Oh, looked like he may have had a seam for a moment, but he's taken down after a solid return.
At their own
Here's Bijan Robinson. And the Falcon offense set for their next drive. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Quick slant into the hands of Mooney. They'll get him up 4 here as he is taken down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 45-yard line.
Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. Throwing is Penix. To the right, that's Pitts. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
10 yards.
They get 10 yards on the hook up there. It's good for a Falcon first down.
1st and 10 at the
We've now seen this
45-yard
quarterback
line.
show that he can beat you from both inside and now outside of the pocket. The ability to use his legs to flush out and buy time for his receivers. They uncover downfield, leads to a big pickup.
He'll step up and run. And he will slide to a halt, but he does have the first down.
A gain of 24 more yards. That's another Falcons first down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
The challenge of defending a dual-threat quarterback in the NFL, Mike, is that you just don't see them week in and week out, maybe like you do in college. So in this case, you defend everything perfectly downfield, but it's hard to account for a quarterback who can run. He escapes the pressure, tucks it down himself, and he picks up the big game.
That one not disguised too well. He'll get back to the line. That's it.
Well, you could tell that the defense had seen that play on game tape, and they were ready for it. They tried to do a little jet sweep pop pass out of the gun. Defense was all over it. Nowhere to go, no gain.
On the handoff, it's Robinson. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to 3rd down.
In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on 1st and 2nd down. The last thing you want is to be in 3rd and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are. So now you get down here in the red zone, it's got to be touchdowns. These long, sustained drives on the ground, you kick a field goal, that's a win for the defense.
Tackle made at the 16-yard line. A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
So on now is John Parker Romo to try the field goal. This from extra point range, a 33-yard field goal attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Falcons cut the deficit down to 1.
Bradley Pinion
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, here's Trevor Etienne. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense now as they head out to take over for their next possession. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. Tremble comes in motion. They'll go play action with Young. That's the left side, hauled in by Legas. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
A gain of 17
He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
Well, any fear they might have had that they'd come out of the halftime break flat has completely gone out the window. They're not content, Mike, here, just having the lead. They're looking to extend it. A couple more plays like that, they're going to find themselves in scoring territory here very quickly.
This one taken in by Renfro. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 43-yard line.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 8. Tremble comes in motion. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I don't think this lead is insurmountable by any means, Mike, but they're going to have to find a way to take advantage of some of these possessions as they try to close this game out.
3rd, they need 8. Throwing is Young. And the rush gets he'll go down. They got him. That is Leonard Floyd, the veteran who's got to the quarterback.
4th down.
These pass rushers, they love these situations where they can just pin their ears back and go after the quarterback. They knew they had a chance to put an end to this drive, and they didn't let it go to waste.
So it's 4th down. They'll call on the punt team.
Carolina.
And no return on this one. Fair catch signal for and take.
The Falcons take over
The
first
Falcons
and 10
offense make their way
at their
out
own
to take over
28-yard
once
line.
more. The deficit is 1 as they'll search now for that go-ahead score. Throwing now, Penix on 1st down. Now, deep ball for London. That is brought in. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25.
51 yards.
A big play and a much-needed one as well. It covers 51 yards.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this, it just shows how special he can be.
He's taken down just shy of the 10. It's a gain of 10 yards. 1st down, Atlanta.
That's another Falcons 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
What a start to this drive. Back-to-back, 2 big plays, and after that nice long run, all of a sudden you find yourself 1st down inside the red zone.
Another run here for Robinson. And a strong 1st down run. Pickup of 9. Setting up 2nd and short.
It's a gain of 9.
Watching him throughout this
Brings up
game has
2nd
been
and
incredible,
9.
Mike. I mean, I've loved watching him perform. The reality is it just hasn't impacted the outcome of the game. It's really been a wasted individual effort unless they can somehow find a way to flip this thing around.
On the ground, it's the tight end. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Kylie Werner. Touchdown, Atlanta. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
Now Penix and the Falcons will line it up and go for 2.
For the 2-point conversion.
Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this 2-point try, but the execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This taken at the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Panthers offense and Bryce Young set for their next possession. And you get a look at the numbers, they don't even tell the whole story. This has been a tremendous performance to this point. On first down is Young. Back into the hands of Hubbard. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. What a way to kick off the drive. That's a gain of 30 and another first down.
It's not a coincidence, Mike, that the best offenses in the NFL are all excellent at yards after the catch. It's a combination of a few things: a highly accurate quarterback and the ability of the scheme to get open players in open space. Once you do that, the rest is up to them.
And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
Throwing on second down, Young. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
From the gun here on third down, it's Young. He's got a man! That's McMillan! He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 15. They get the conversion on third down. It was a gain of 27. So we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. Here's Hubbard. He gets it to start the 4th. Good physical.
The tackle made at the 6-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Here comes 2nd and 4. They'll go again with Hubbard. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Here's the pistol snap to Young. Throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a 4th down.
And there's a great example of the pressure altering the quarterback's plan. They need to continue to get him off his spot, continue to make him speed through those progressions. I think if they can continue to do that, they're going to find good success.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing here in the 4th, but they will turn it over on downs.
And this is a tricky call for this coach. A field goal doesn't do you a lot of good, but a touchdown does. So I don't hate the call, but great job by this defense coming up with a stand and getting the ball back.
They'll run with Robinson. And he'll be marked down up around the 18-yard line. Give him 14 on that play. One play. One first down.
That's good.
Fourth quarter, you find yourself protecting a one-possession lead. It's a fine line, Mike, between do I keep the ball on the ground, continue to work the clock, or stay aggressive, try to extend this lead to a multiple possession game. That's the balance this play caller is dealing with right now.
For the left side, he gets back to Mooney. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 25-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. A gift, and here comes Robinson. And he's got it to the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10. It's good for a Falcon first down.
That's good for a Falcons first down.
You know, there's all this talk, Mike, about the value of the run game in today's NFL. You know when the run game matters? It matters right now. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead. Can you lean on your running back and offensive line to close this game out?
And he's able to push his way forward, a gain of about 2. It'll be second down
at the 37-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Now this looks like a design run. He's going to be marked down short of the 45, short of the first down, and here comes third down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. It's the quarterback with the sneak. And he's going to be taken down here. Looks like a pretty good spot, though, yes. He's got it. That's a first down.
That's good for a Falcons first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. They run over center with Robinson. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
He was brought down by Trevin Wallace. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at their 48-yard line.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 7. They'll go again with Robinson. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down.
He was brought down by Trevin Wallace. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Pitts is the man in motion. On 3rd down, Penix. Short throw taken by Pitts. A gain of 11 on that one. First down, Atlanta.
That's another Falcons. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense, and you don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock. But the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the 4th quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that 3rd down conversion is going to go a long way. Protect the ball, continue to pick up first downs. If they do that, I don't even think their opponent sees the ball again.
Looks like we have an injured Falcon on this play. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. It's a give up the middle to Robinson. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down.
And he's been on an absolute tear throughout this entire game, Mike. I mean, he's averaging over 10 yards per carry. And anytime you can run the ball with that explosiveness, it's just going to be hard to beat.
Now a handoff, the tight end in the running game. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Carly Werner, touchdown Falcons. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Extra point try forthcoming.
Lining up for the extra point.
It's up and through. And the Falcons will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
Panthers 21.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. He'll get across the 20, mark him down to the 23-yard line. The Panthers offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Young. Throw on the run is complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. That pickup good for 29 yards.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
On 1st and 10, here's Young. Out to his right. He's going to tuck it and go.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his 1st and 2nd reads, but what they fail to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and a couple. Here's Young. A throw behind his neck, can't reel it back in. And that'll go down as an incompletion. Chuba Hubbard, the man he was looking for. And it's going to be 3rd down.
And with that incompletion, it brings up a critical 3rd down. I think before anything else, you've got to let everyone know that you're in 4-down territory. A field goal here, it does you no good, so you have to approach this almost like it's 2nd down.
Long, incomplete. Coverage outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is 4th down.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
They'll go for it with Hubbard. And that's not going to work. The defense comes up with a 4th down, 4th quarter stand, and forces a turnover on downs.
So this play by the middle linebacker is all about play recognition. Reminds me of a former teammate, Luke Kuechly. He knew the play before it was going to happen. Watch him. He diagnoses, he tracks the ball, and bang, makes a huge tackle, short of the yard to gain, forces the turnover on downs.
They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play. And now the defense is going to take their first time out. Remember, they get an extra one built in with the 2-minute warning coming up momentarily. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. From the gun, it's Penix. And caught right side, it's London. Penix is The defense uses its second timeout here. And don't forget, clock to stop when we hit the 2-minute warning as well.
Makes it 3rd and 5.
You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. Here's a designed run. This will not do the trick. They've stopped it behind the line. 4th down coming up.
Loss. It's 4th down.
So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. The Falcons getting their punter out there as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Bryce Young and the Panthers now down on the scoreboard. 1:52 to play. How will this play out? We'll watch as they come up for 1st down. And he's got some space. Up past the 30 to about the 32-yard line. A pick up to 7.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 32-yard line.
They come up for 2nd and 2. They'll drop to throw. That one taken in right side by Leggett. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver, and then see what he can do after the catch.
11 yards on the connection there. It's a Carolina 1st down.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
The Panthers are going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. It comes with 36 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter.
46-yard line.
Here comes 2nd down. From the gun, it's Young. Open man, that's Renfro. And he's out of bounds with the 1st down, so they get a new set of downs, and just as importantly, stop the clock.
And the Panther 1st down.
To throw, Young. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. And that's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
A 2nd down throw for Young. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. Zach Harrison gets it for a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down.
It looked like that zone coverage had his head a little bit spinning there, Mike. I'm not sure he got a real clear picture of what the defense was giving him, and as a result, he holds the ball a little bit longer than he would have liked, and the defense is able to get home.
Going for it all. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete, and that will do it. This one comes to an end. So it's a win here for the Falcons. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, they got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that was the difference in this one. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Falcons are winners as we say so long from Atlanta.